Divorce sucks, not just emotionally, but financially too. And I should know, I went through a very contentious divorce and I thought I'd never get through it. I have 4 children and it was a challenge and a struggle and very expensive. And yet, even though I felt incredibly challenged, what I learned was that there were so many things I didn't know. Even though I'm a seasoned, experienced financial professional, there's a lot of things I learned that I want to share with you. And as a result of doing these things, you too can find your place of wholeness. And it was worth the education in going through what I did. So let's begin.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I think probably the core of what we need to make this kind of decision and think through it is emotional support. What would you say about that, Sarah?
Yes, I think emotional support when going through such a difficult chapter of something like divorce, you're being broken open, and having a close group of friends and support is really important. Also, professionally getting help.
Mhm.
You and I are both know some very highly skilled therapists, and having a therapist and getting together with that person that you can vent up and navigate some of those emotions is going to be critical to your success in making good decisions during this process.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's really important to have a whole team, and we play one important part of that. In terms of finances, what would you say is at the core of establishing what you need to move forward?
Um, Probably the other thing that would be important for in terms of support and advice, besides the financial piece and like the psychological piece, would be counsel. Do you need
Mhm.
an attorney? Not everyone needs an attorney. One of the things that I know we have some clients that were able to do it on their own. They had a situation that was pretty simplistic, assets that were liquid, that they actually were able to negotiate and come to an agreement. So if you're in a situation like that where you and your partner have come to an agreement that you no longer want to stay together and legally separate, well then you can actually come up with what you think is fair and reasonable and go do the process yourself. There's plenty of online sources and there's lots of mediators and local attorneys that can help you with the documenting process.
Great.
If you have an estate that's more complex, what would that be? If you have children that are minors and you're going to be dealing with child support and parenting plan, that's going to be important to have an attorney. If you have assets that are more complicated, like a business or a lot of real estate or complicated investments, then that would be a good reason to have an attorney. If you're going to have a contentious attorney, or not a contentious attorney, but a contentious partner
Mhm.
going through this process,
Mhm.
you're going to have an attorney. And then also, if you are the person in the relationship that doesn't have an earned income, that too would be a reason to make sure that you're well represented in the division of your assets and support payments.
That's great. And on top of professional support through the process, it seems like an important thing to establish would be your net worth. What would you say about that?
Yes, the net worth is an important part as well as cash flow, but let's focus on the net worth first. Um, Getting a copy of your most recent taxes is going to be a good place to see different sources of potential income you have coming in from different investments. But what else is important in a net worth? Let's take our listeners through that.
Sure. Net worth really is a statement of your household assets and liabilities. And so assets can be financial, but they can also be things like your physical property. Frequently, our clients have assets such as bank accounts, investment accounts, retirement accounts. Some might have real estate or personal property in terms of homes or vehicles. And then frequent liabilities can be home mortgages, automobile loans, student debt. Those are the kinds of things that we frequently see.
Yep, and we have a great organizer that would help you put together your net worth statement. So if you want to email us at Fulcrum Financial Group or give us a call, we would be happy to give you your own work kit so you can put those numbers together for yourself.
And if you have any burning questions, please do put them in the comments. We will respond in the next webinar and address any questions that you have. And of course, to Sarah's point, feel free to reach out to us. We're here for you.
Thanks for joining us, and please join us for next time because we're going to address other issues that are important during a divorce that you need to give some consideration to.
Be well.
Thanks.